Hello guys, welcome to our YouTube channel.
Hey guys!
Hi guys!
What's up guys?
Hey guys! Welcome back to our channel. Welcome back to our channel. Welcome back to our channel. And welcome back to our channel. Hey guys!
What's up, guys?
Welcome back to our channel. And if you're new here, welcome to our channel. My name is P-Tay.
I'm Sam.
And today we thought it'd be really cool to do a 2020 our year in review. So please enjoy as we talk about everything that happened to us this year, or the highlights of what happened this year. We know COVID was very hard, and it was just a really hard year for everyone. And we are also just making this video so we can look back and just also see like the good things that happened. So we wanted to start with January. We realized nothing really major happened in January, so we will start with February. In February, I got my first corporate job. I graduated in 2019, and since moving to Columbus, I've done part-time work, I've done a little bit of freelance stuff, but in February, I got my first corporate job at Red Roof Inn, and I was doing social media coordinating, which was so exciting to me. It's something that I wanted to do for a really long time, but it was just really cool to get that job and just start gaining experience in the corporate world.
So moving on to March, I think all of us are very aware COVID became extremely real for everyone in March, changed our lives potentially forever. And with that came working from home. Not everybody did, but a lot of people started working from home, and Ponce and I were a part of that group. So since March, we have been working from home. So I guess starting now, it's almost 9 full months of working from home. That has been a very up and down process. It's amazing to have your wife as your coworker. It's just awesome time that I get to spend with her that I never would have got to spend if we were in the office. I don't even remember what it's like to work in an office anymore and have people other than my wife right next to me desk-wise. But it's been so awesome, and I think we are just going to look back on this in our lives and just be extremely thankful for this time. I'm so thankful to have somebody who I can work with, and I'm just thankful I wasn't by myself during this time.
So on to March. In March, we officially posted our first YouTube video, which was so exciting for us. I think that's something that we've been wanting to do for a while. And we also wanted to say thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers.
Truly.
We are so happy that you guys have decided to follow along with us on our crazy journey to meet our families, go on road trips with us, and we hope that you guys stick around for lots of other big events that happen in our lives, and small ones as well. The other thing that happened in April, and I actually ended up being furloughed from said job. In the beginning, I thought it was probably going to be maybe a month. When I got furloughed, first of all, I had to research what it was. I realized that I was still an employee, but I was just temporarily not going to be working for the company and not going to be paid. And again, I thought it was truly going to take about a month and then I was going to be working again, but that was not the case. I ended up being furloughed for 4 months. It was a long 4 months, and I think there was a lot of times where I just cried and I was like, Sam, I just want to work. I just want to be in the office. And as I said, this job was something that I had wanted and prayed about for a very long time. So when I got it, I was like, this is amazing. God answers prayers. And then kind of when that was taken away from me, it was just kind of like, God, what are you doing? This is just such a big step for me in my career and all these things. But I would say in those 4 months, through the tears, through the sometimes lack thereof of money, I think that God worked a lot on me and in my heart, and just allowing me to not see my identity just as my job.
Another thing that happened early April, we found a church home. So I guess to give a quick background, I had lived in Columbus for a few months before we got married October 2019, but we moved to an apartment in a different part of Columbus, so the church I was going to wasn't necessarily super close, so we were looking for a new church home for a while. And in April, through a small group we were going to, we found a church home in Salt and Light, Columbus. But it's been so awesome. We have got to meet so many great friends, but most of all, we feel that those people push us to be better Christ followers. And we know for a fact we are better Christ followers because of those people and their influence on our lives. And I guess another thing to say with that is when we decided we're going to start going to this church, that's when COVID hit and church inevitably went to remote church. So we would watch church on Facebook Live. And that happened until mid-May, maybe. So it was about a month and a half of finding your church home and not really getting to be with the body that we so craved. But it was so good, and we're so thankful that God led us to this church. So in June 11th to be specific, I celebrated 2 years at my current job, which is accountant at Chipotle. So I don't know if I mentioned that before, but I am an accountant at Chipotle. Chipotle is, think of it as headquarters. Half of it is in Columbus, so kind of odd. But yeah, so half of it, their accounting center is in Columbus. So that's where I've worked for, now it's about 2.5 years. It's just wild. While everybody, like P-Tay said, she got furloughed from her job. It's such a blessing to work. And I so often take that for granted because there's so many days where I have a bad attitude about work. I'm not working for the Lord. I'm being selfish with my time. But then when reality hits, when I'm in my word and knowing what the truth is, I'm so thankful to have a job. I'm so thankful that God has given me this blessing. And that job was able to carry us while we were under a single income. Ultimately, just want to praise God for 2 years at a job that I celebrate. It's just wild, but very thankful for that too. So moving on to August, early August, my brother Noah married his now wife Mackenzie, and that was so awesome because up to that point we had not really seen family just due to COVID, and saw a lot of friends too. It wasn't a huge ceremony, but it was enough people, and it was just really good to see everybody, and just so thankful that God has provided an awesome wife for my brother, and it was just an awesome time, and so praise God for that too.
So in September, we got to bring you guys along for I would say probably our first big road trip in our marriage. We went to Colorado, we went to South Dakota, we went to Nebraska, and it was just so cool to vlog it all. And every now and then I'll look at the videos, watch our videos on YouTube, and just remember how awesome that road trip was. And it's great that reminisce, but it's just great that we have it on YouTube and you guys can watch it too. We also brought you guys along for our family camping trip. That was also just an awesome time. It was just my family and Sam and my brother-in-law, and we just got to spend some time pretty much in like a remote area. We got to do some hiking, and that was just so nice amidst COVID, amidst being at home all the time, to just be in nature, and it was just such a blessing.
1, 2, 3, family! Woo!
Moving on to October, we celebrated our first wedding anniversary.
Yay! Yay!
Praise the Lord.
Yay!
Yeah, so that's awesome, and I just think that is one of the best, greatest milestones I've ever had in my life. What a joy it is to be married to P-Tay, and for an entire year, praising God for that, and asking for that joy that we had in our first year to continue into every year. Just through the things that we had talked about, we'd had kind of a wild first year of marriage. Just like getting married and having that honeymoon scare, that video attached, and just so many different things. COVID, getting furloughed, and finding church. There's just so many things that God has just seen us through, despite maybe it being difficult at the time, but God has just been so faithful to us in our first year of marriage. And I would 100% say that right now. We've just grown so much as a couple in our relationship and know how to love each other so much better. I love her much more now than I did when I said I do, and I just pray that that would continue forever. So
the final thing we want to talk about is after I was furloughed for 4 months, I was brought back to my previous job. I was there for a while, and then the Lord opened a door for me to start working as a brand marketing coordinator. And that was just so awesome. This year has been a year of a lot of transition, a lot of highs, a lot of lows. But like Samuel was saying, the Lord has just been so faithful to us. And we hope you guys enjoyed this video and just seeing just bits and pieces of what happened to us this year. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what video you'd like us to see next. And I think that's all for now. Bye!
I agree. Bye.